Alright, hello, and welcome to Final Fantasy. What game are we playing? Silent Hill F Friday. I don't know where I got... No, you know where I got Final Fantasy from when I was saying all that? Friend of the stream, Bob Vids, is doing his Final Fantasy XIV Friday stream right now. And I had been thinking about that because I saw him playing it on Discord. So I was just like, oh, Final Fantasy XIV Friday for Bob Vids. That's cool. I'm going to play something that isn't that. And then I ended up, it just kind of slipped out. Ain't that just the way? Hello, my name is Gage, aka Acid Shark. I will be your host for the evening. We are basically, we're just about done with Final Fantasy. I fucking did it again. We're just about done with Silent Hill F, which is wild to think about. We've been playing this game for months now. And here we are. The second day of the Year of Our Shadow 2026. And we're basically on track to finish this. Everything that I've seen seems to indicate that you can finish the UFO ending for Silent Hill F relatively quickly. Which reminds me, I should probably pull up the guide that I had grabbed for that. Give me a second. Pizza place. No. I could have sworn I pulled that up. Hold on. But yes, welcome to what is likely to be our final Silent Hill F stream. I almost said fantasy again. I'm gonna be honest. Alright, let's see here. Check my, funny little... Ready to go on an adventure of unprecedented caliber with Hinako. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, there's so many fucking ads on this page. Ugh. Barf. Ew. Okay. Okay. So here's what the plan is. Because the very first item that we need to find. So here's what we're going to be doing. You need to do 3 things for the UFO ending of Silent Hill F. 1, you need to find the radio broadcast. 2, you need to find 3 movie posters in numerical order for the movies that are advertised. And this is important because the movie posters plus I think the final thing that you have to get, which is a movie review you have to find, 3 out of 4 of those can be found on your second visit to Ebisugaoka. So just to go through all this, we have our first run through Ebisugaoka, which is up to us getting, like circling back to Chizuruya and finding Sakuko's body. And then we've got the Dark Shrine. Then on our second visit to Ebisugaoka is when we are making our way to Rinko's house. Now, on our way to Rinko's house, we can find 3 out of 4 of the items needed for the UFO ending, but we can't find all of the movie posters, much less all of the movie posters in numerical order. Hello, AK4, welcome. How's it going? New year, new F. Hell yeah. New year, last F, honestly. It's not until our third visit to Ebisugaoka, when we are leaving Rinko's house to head to the school, that we can track down all of the movie posters. So, our plan is that on our first run through Ebisugaoka, we're gonna find the... what's it called? That thing. The radio. Radio. What's going on with that radio? And then once we've gotten that, we just play the game as normal. We just kind of book it, point A to point B. Speed run that shit. And then once we have finished up with Rinko shoving us down the stairs, maybe, from there, we go on a scavenger hunt around Ebisugaoka to find all of the sci-fi movie posters before tracking down the movie review. So I'm excited. Because UFO endings tend to be joke endings. You know, Silent Hills 1 through 3, Origins, Homecoming, Shattered Memories, Silent Hill 2 Remake. Mostly because they're not usually, like, thematically relevant, so to speak. I would say the closest that you get to a UFO ending being, like, even remotely thematically relevant is in Silent Hill Homecoming. And that's only if you're familiar with the supplementary material for that game that reveals that the deputy character is a conspiracy theorist. No more Fs in chat. I mean, you can type Fs in chat all you want. It's so wild that is, like, going to be the lasting legacy. Like, I feel like if there's nothing else, if nothing else of, like, the Call of Duty series ever makes it through to, like, the next generation, Press F to pay respects is going to be, like, the one thing that is going to be that series' lasting legacy, is Press F to pay respects. But of course, we've got all of the setup in Silent Hill F for UFO shit with, like, oh, it's, you know, Hinako and Shu used to play Space Wars. They used to pretend they were in the space army and they were fighting space aliens. And there are all kinds of monsters when we played Space Wars, right? And it's just like, yeah, all right. I have local grocery store chain has, like, a special flavor of cheese puffs that are like Carolina Reaper cheese puffs, and they're pretty good. They're not very spicy. They do have a bit of a kick to them. I think they got, like, a nice kind of smoky flavor, which is really good. But yeah, I think UFO ending on our second stream of the year, pretty good. Pretty good for the second stream. Closing out Silent Hill F. And then, God, I guess Chronos the New Dawn New Game Plus would be next, huh? Wild to think about. I gotta prep for that stream, because because we got the one ending for not shooting the Pathfinder in Chronos the New Dawn. I want to set up to, my plan for starting the New Game Plus run for Chronos is to set up the other ending so that we can take a look at it, and then go into the New Game Plus. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to, because I really liked Chronos. I thought, solid title. The fact that they did a big announcement video... Hello, Lila. The fact that they did a big announcement video to be like, yeah, we're adding an easier difficulty is just, like, kind of funny, Honestly, it's just like, but at the same time, it's just like, no, Chronos needed an easier difficulty, if we're being entirely honest. Oh man, there was so much of that game that just did not feel fair. Like, I got through it. I was able to get through it through sheer determination and grit, but like, goodness gracious. Skin of my teeth does not feel good in terms of like, game completion. You know what I'm saying? Konami. Silent Hill. Aw. That's so nice. Listen to all the UFO radio broadcasts. I think there is only one. I'm like pretty sure. Slap on that fucking pink rabbit costume. Hello, Gavin. I love games that outright tell you ending conditions. It's, especially for this one, it's really nice, actually. Because so much of, like, the alternate routes and the endings for this game in particular are, like, still, like, so incredibly thematically relevant. And are, in fact, super important to understanding anything in the story.
Hey, did you know that when a girl grows up, she has to get married? It's her job.
It's not a job. Don't you want to get married, Hinako?
I don't know. Maybe not. It doesn't sound fun when Daddy talks about it.
Kind of like homework, huh?
If he tells me I have to, then I don't wanna.
Thanks for waiting. Junko,
Hey, girl, hey.
did something happen?
Just reminiscing a little. About, you know, when we were kids, you always looked out for me.
Hinako,
I'm still sitting here pouting over the fact Dispatch has zero replay benefiting features for multiple playthroughs, so any features like that are cool as hell.
Here.
I know.
This is for you.
It's like they framed the cutscene knowing the bunny ears would need space on the wide shot.
beautiful. Thank you.
The bunny ears are an essential part of the Silent Hill F experience. Folks, Silent Hill might be good. that too.
It's settled. We will decide everything from here on out.
But dear, what about how Hinako feels?
We're never gonna get another chance like this. What could possibly make Hinako happier? Nothing. Where do you think you're going? We're not done here, young lady.
But still, who would have guessed that Hinako would?
She's going to do as she's told for once and help me pay off this debt. We won't have to worry about money ever again.
Darling, please, keep it down. Hinako will hear you.
There's no way. Never.
Anyways. Journal updated. Kotoyuki. I cannot begin to fathom everything he has endured just to ask for my hand. Forced to turn away from all the simple pleasures every child should enjoy, and all for my sake. I can tell that his love for me is real. The desire to reciprocate his feelings dominates half of me. Even now, the two me's continue their petty war, each attempting to kill the other for control over my body. I cannot guarantee that I will become who you want me to be. Would you still be willing to wait for me, Kotoyuki? Oh, that's nice. Formidable foes. I feel like we haven't checked the bosses in a hot minute. A large fox monster possessing 9 tails. It is known all over East Asia, including China and Japan, and is said to cause chaos by shapeshifting into human form. However, in Japan, it is worshipped as the god Inari's messenger. Okay, so this one only had 7 tails. This one had 9. Interesting, interesting. Equipment. Starting the game from a completed file, you can perform Soul Siphon on multiple enemies in a small area. Oh. Okay. Well, alright, let's go ahead and fucking book it. Okay, I need to make sure... Where did I put my phone? I've got the guide on here that I need to make sure that I am following. Okay. Following steps. At the start of the game, when you're making your way through the canals on the south side of town, look for an archway made from scrap metal next to a dumpster. Specific landmarks. If you enter the house, you've got too far, and you'll have to start over. Check out the map screenshot below. Hinako is pointing directly at the archway you need. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that up here. I hope everybody's having a good second whole-ass day of 2026. My day was alright. I had work. You know how it is. I've been thinking about Wicked Game.
So pray.
More, of course. I don't have any ammo that I can use, unfortunately. Where is... There's the New Game Plus one. Absolutely got my Olipop ginger ale shipment in today, so I'm happy as a clam. Do clams like ginger ale? Generally speaking? I don't know shit about no bivalves. Well, if I know.
Oh, gods. What should I do?
You should get a sword. Ginger ale good as hell, quite frankly.
Where's everyone? What about Chizuruya? Maybe I'll find someone there.
The gods, please don't ask us. One is already obsessed with you. It's kind of getting a little weird.
Excuse me? Is anyone there?
Nobody here but us trucks. Fucked up. I might actually, because I had set up via Amazon
Better find another way.
a recurring shipment of Guarana soda, which is a Brazilian soda that they serve at like Fogo de Chao, that I really like. And I might not need to actually put that on pause for a little bit because I've actually got kind of a backlog because I haven't been drinking it quite as much.
I remember there was a shortcut up ahead.
But wasn't that girl dating the boy from the Iwai family? I guess money was more important in the end. Shh. Someone is going to hear you.
This shit is almost like worse now, like hearing all like this like catty gossiping about like, oh, I guess money was more important than the end, knowing what that money is for. Like we're like it's no longer just like, oh, her dad's like in debt, and it's just kind of because like whenever you hear like, oh, they're desperately in debt and they're selling off their daughter to be married to cover it, it's just like my immediate thought is like gambling, right? So knowing that just like, no, it's because her mom has a brain tumor and they need to pay the medical bills is just like, wow, it kind of makes the catty gossiping a little bit more shitty. Hey girl, hey!
You traitor.
Sakuko.
Where are you off to? Don't usually see you around here.
A truck was blocking the road.
Chizuruya?
I just want to talk to someone.
I'll be there in a bit, okay?
See you.
You traitor.
Especially since financial woes / debt feature so heavily in post-economic bubble Japanese fiction. See Hayao Miyazaki having a murder board in his living room that charts Japan's economy because the crash haunts him. Damn. Oh, it's Boken. And how her dad was, they probably just jumped right to that assumption. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Almost certainly. Yeah. I'm gonna think about Wicked Game. Still shilling it as much as I can. I might take a break from shilling it, actually, because I do need to write up the writer commentary for the right fools for the job. And also, I've got another project that I want to focus on for a little bit. Hello, Venom Lad. Welcome.
It's Shu.
Fuck, it sure is. It sure is. Hey, man. You gonna try and drug me again today? Yeah, you are.
Hey, partner.
Shu. Say something.
What about you? Nothing you want to say?
Well, if you don't have anything, neither do I.
Well, that's my Hinako. It's not like
Thanks
you
for the
just
hallucinogens,
let stuff happen,
motherfucker.
though. But whatever you end up choosing, you know I'll always be there for you.
Shoo. Shoo, thanks for waiting. And Hinako, too. Rinko, what were you guys talking about? Nothing, really.
She said that she just wanted to talk to someone.
It helped, too. Oh. Glad to be of service, ma'am. If I had known you'd be here, I would have brought that magazine you lent me. Oh, you can hold on to it. I knew I wasn't getting it back when I lent it to you. What's that supposed to mean? What do you think you're laughing at? You've got something of hers too, don't you? Right?
Wait, did I borrow something? Hey, Hinako, do I get to hold on to the 500 yen I owe you too?
What happened to paying her back with interest?
I never said that. You can't prove I did.
Okay, that does it. If I lend you something, you're signing a contract to give it back.
Don't be such a meanie.
Oh, hey, did you listen to the show last night? Yeah, but I fell asleep. Soccer girl, when will you grow up?
Hinako?
Sorry. What?
You trip.
Girl, we gotta fucking go. Run, Hinako. You have to get away from the version of you that wants to marry a fox man. Okay, okay. And we're bobbing, and we're weaving, and we're yumping. Girl, run. All right, time to go. Oh, shit. Almost got me. Almost got me. Oh, shit. Not that way.
Hina, don't give up.
having the full idea of, like, what's actually happening in this game in, like, my purview. So, I'm sorry, we're still gonna be pausing and cooking a little bit. So I believe on our last playthrough, one question that I kind of brought up is just, like, Junko is often antagonistic towards the Ebisugaoka Hinako. Except for that moment right there where she seems to drop the ladder in order to let her up so she can escape the fog monster. And I think that part of it, if we assume that the entire game is essentially a metaphor for, like, the kind of, like, spiral of self-doubt that Hinako is going through, like, on her wedding day, essentially, then it kind of makes a little bit more sense that Junko would be assisting Ebisugaoka Hinako, because at this point, she may not be aware of, like, the sort of, like, journey that Hinako's going on mentally. I keep forgetting about the bunny ears, and they keep making me laugh when it cuts to a wide shot. Given how her family's finances are, the borrowed money thing kind of hits a different light. True.
Good thing I got this from Shu.
Girl, we are not taking that shit.
It's just like my partner said.
Girl, you will wait until we find a fucking bandage. You are not touching those goddamn pills. I don't care that it's not a prerequisite for this ending.
This keeps up.
I'm not taking any goddamn chances. Okay. So I think this puts us squarely...
I need to get back to Sakako.
I think this puts us squarely in the canals that we want to be in to find the radio. Huh. Radio. What's going on with that radio? Okay, let's see here. Okay. So we got a little bit of ways to walk before we'll actually find it. Nope, not touching that. Again, I don't care that it's not a prerequisite for this particular ending. I do not want to take the hallucinogens that Shu has been dosing us with for weeks. Thank you very much. I don't know if he's actually been dosing us with them for weeks, but he's definitely been dosing us with them.
Who's there? Is that you, Shu?
Girl, that's a monster. Girl, that is a representation of your mental health issues. It's mental health, innit? It's trauma. I wonder if that new Toxic Avenger is any good. I haven't actually seen the original one.
Shu!
I know that's like a cult
Rinko?
classic, though. God, and then what? They, God, what is it? It's the developer of that one game that I was really looking forward to, Neon Inferno. Also made like a Toxic Crusaders like beat 'em up game recently too, I think. Fucked up. Who threw that? Oh shit, right. Here you can see me doing a bad job at the objective. Honestly, excellent reaction time on her part. Die. When I find a knife, it's all over for you motherfuckers. Okay, let me see here. I need to be... just very conscious of where I'm going. Oh, nope. Not touching those. Okay, I think... I believe it's up around this way. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Oh, fuck yeah, Yokon.
Montgomery Bridge has collapsed. I repeat, Montgomery Bridge has been attacked by an object of unknown origin and has collapsed. The eastern route of Aiden Sugawaka is no longer available. I repeat.
Okay. So now we just play through the game as normal. Whee! Fuck. Speedrun time. Nope. Ah! Fucking! Rude ass. I think it'll be nice to...
Anyone here?
take a short break from Wicked Game. Especially after, like, I'm pretty proud with, like, how far along with that story I've gotten so far. And just, like, everything I've done with it. Even if it's not, like, done. It's just, like, I'm really stuck with it. And I think taking a quick break from it to go ahead and, like, work on something else will be nice. You know? Ah, shit. Didn't mean to pick that up. 1 second. Get that shit out of my inventory. Go ahead. Take this. Thank you. Whose face is this? Nice try, motherfucker. Okay, calm down. Getting a little wild out here. This game keeps screaming at me.
This should be an offering.
A dried carcass.
This isn't good. I really hope Shu and Rinko are alright.
Yeah, they're probably fine. We haven't had to murder mental facsimiles of them yet. Not at this point in the story, anyway. I mean, what? Oh, shit. Oof. My mental state. Oof, ouch, my sanity. Sorry. My wanity. Crying about it. So apparently, like, whoever is in charge of, like, the Silent Hill, like, IP, I guess, over at Konami, really wants to make Silent Hill games a yearly release, which is interesting. I don't think it's a good idea. Full disclosure. Like, look, okay, look, I liked Short Message. I like Silent Hill 2 Remake. I'm excited for the remake of Silent Hill 1. I'm still looking forward to Townfall whenever that comes out. Some might look at literally any time a game franchise is released annually and find that didn't work out great. It hasn't. And like the concern obviously on top of that is just like, oh, if you are wanting to release games annually, then obviously there's a couple different ways you can go about that. You can, you know, do something akin to what like Call of Duty was doing, where it's just like, oh yeah, you have multiple teams working on the games and they can each take like as many years as they need to like get the game put together.
What a weird box.
Or
it opened.
More concerningly, you look for ways to make that process go faster, which could lead you to using tools that people are gonna get real mad at you for using. Perhaps. What if they're considering going the Pokemon route where they get entirely different teams to do multiple sub-series under the franchise banner? Yeah. I mean, like, that's one way that you could do it. The concept I was thinking is more akin to, like, the way that Call of Duty was doing it for a while, where it's just like you had like one game being made by Treyarch, one game being made by Infinity Ward.
What now? Ringo!
But that's also true. That Pokemon does that. Yeah, fuck off. And then of course there's also always the possibility that, like, you know, if you're making annual releases, maybe you make games that have like a smaller scope. In addition to like your big tentpole stuff, you know? Like, yeah, maybe we get Silent Hill remakes every so often, or like a brand new, like, incredibly like expansive, deep narrative game like this one. But maybe just every so often we get a short message, you know? Or whatever the fuck Townfall is gonna be. It's like we had Shovel Knight, Hi-Fi Rush, Toby Fox, Sitter Games, and we learned nothing. I don't know. It's just like, I feel like, well, I don't feel like it. I mean, it's pretty clear that, like, you know, Silent Hill has been riding pretty high with its resurgence, you know? Short message is divisive, obviously, but, like, you know, that makes it, like, one of the more interesting... Give it a second. The short message was obviously divisive, and I mean, you know, that's just kind of the way that works. Sometimes you do, like, a swing for the fences, and not everyone's going to like it. Me, personally, I'm a short message defender. I really like that game, from, like, a narrative point of view. I'm getting messages on Twitter. Okay, Natalie's posting funny stuff. Anyway, I really like the short message, so, like, I wouldn't mind, like, smaller, like, bite-sized Silent Hill experiences.
Oh, damn you!
Shoo, where are you?
But I kind of lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? What point was I making? I get just ultimately, like, not everything. Right, okay, I remember the point I was trying to make. So, the Silent Hill series has been kind of riding high since its insurgence with, you know, short message being, like, divisive, but having, like, its vocal defenders, obviously. Silent Hill 2 Remake beating the odds and being genuinely, like, a well-regarded game, even in spite of Bloober Team's, like, past experience with Bloober Team games. It is still kind of funny to me. Like, Bloober Team is so proud of the medium, and I don't know if they should be. Like, you've got, like, monsters in Chronos the New Dawn that are wearing, like, tattered the medium t-shirts. You've got the announcement of Chronos the New Dawn's easy mode with, like, a loving shot of the poster for the medium in the Bloober Team offices. And it's just like, I don't know if you guys should be glazing this game as much as, like, you are. Like, I don't think it's worth that. I'm gonna be real. Like, part of me gets it because, like, ultimately, like, Oh, hey, good drink. Because, like, ultimately the medium is kind of what got them the job making Silent Hill 2 Remake. So, like, part of me understands why they would, but also I'm just like, it's not it, guys. Because, like, if you keep glazing the medium, then people are going to play it, and they're going to, get to the ending, and, oh, let's not get into that. But yeah, so Silent Hill 2 Remake, well regarded. And then you've got Silent Hill F, which is an absolute fucking banger of a video game. Like, thus far, of, like, this major, like, Silent Hill resurgence, I would say the only swing and a miss was Silent Hill Ascension. Which we still need to go through at some point. I do still plan to do a watch stream of that. It is 10 hours long, though, so it might need to be, like, multiple parts. But it's just like, I feel like, you know, they really wanted to do like this big push to like bring Silent Hill back, and it's been really successful and been going really well so far. And I feel like they're maybe getting I think what's happening is they're getting a little overconfident. Like, yeah, people have been clamoring for new Silent Hill games for years. For over a decade. But at the same time,
instead of some stuffy old shrine. And here, it's all yours. As much candy as you could ever want. Sweet dreams. Sakuko. Go home. The store's closed for the day. Sakuko. Even if you're gone, I'll keep my promise. No matter what.
make a move, bitch. Too late. That's why we use the knife. She is one angry bunny. There he is. Jesus.
prosper.
Am I?
Oh, right. Sorry, I was looking at blue sky.
What's this?
I don't know, some kind of marriage thing. Let's get it on, cunts. Alright. Yeah, that goes there. This flower, this goes there. Fucked up leaf. Hold on. Okay, it goes there. It goes there. I did it! Girl, run!
Anybody!
Calm yourself, Hinako.
It won't open!
That's enough. Give me a moment. I will open it for you.
Open it! Open it!
Good morning. That must have been some nightmare.
Hello, sir.
Nightmare?
Are you injured?
I'm glad that you're ultimately
You
a
must
cool
not be
guy.
so
I
reckless.
appreciate you so much, Kotoyuki.
You should take better care of yourself.
You're a very pretty man. Gulp.
Thanks.
Shall we get going? Hinako.
Yeah. Yeah, he's over there. Don't worry about it.
What's wrong? This way.
Oh, and he's disappeared again.
What's that?
Girl, that's your fiancé. Potentially. Okay, our next step once we're out of here is actually going to be the doctor's house. I think the guide that I was initially using only thinks that there's one radio you have to find, but evidently there are two.
Take all the time you need.
Bro, I'm trying to speedrun this shit. I can't go taking no times. But yeah, I feel like Konami saw like how much people wanted new Silent Hill stuff and how well the new Silent Hill stuff has been doing, and we're just like, oh well, clearly people want more Silent Hill, right? So we should just do yearly releases, and it's just like it's not exactly what we're looking for.
Hinako. Follow me.
Like, the only real thing that I can, like, say with regards to that is that, like, because most of the time when you think about, like, annual release franchises, you think about, like, Call of Duty, you think about, like, sports games. You know, your Need for Speeds, your Maddens, your WWE 2Ks. And the thing that's and the weird thing about wanting to make Silent Hill an annual release franchise is that most of the time an annual release franchise is the thing is that each release is ultimately supposed to replace the previous year's release. Like, they're not meant to, like, yeah, the Call of Duty games, they have, like, their single player campaigns and everything, but, like, you know, the reason that they're doing yearly releases for Call of Duty games is because, you know, it's supposed to be like, oh, you got to get it up on, like, the newest multiplayer experience, you know?
Wait, what's this shrine?
But it's just like, you're like, each new Silent Hill game isn't meant to, like, replace the previous one.
I have prepared a key for you.
They're meant to be, like, unique individual experiences. A new narrative, a new perspective that you can't get with the previous game in the series, you know? Unless you're Silent Hill Homecoming, which is just Silent Hill 2, but worse. But it really is just such an odd thing to do. Because it's just like, you know, they put out, like, WWE 2K25, right? And it's just like, okay, so that's intended to replace WWE 2K24 with, like, updated rostered stats and various other, like, gameplay tweaks, etc., etc. But it's just like, Silent Hill 2 Remake isn't meant to be, like, a new updated version of Silent Hill Downpour. It's a separate experience. It's not even meant to, it's not even like a replacement for the original Silent Hill 2. Like, they are ultimately separate experiences.
You're right.
It's like, so doing like,
It's locked.
yearly releases with Silent Hill is such a strange idea. Nailed it. Let me in.
That man. Where'd he go?
Stonky.
So you accept my gift?
I guess, yeah.
I fashioned this key from Mystic Jade. Especially for you.
Thanks, bro. Thanks, my bro, mind.
For me?
Once you insert that key into the Inari statue...
Huh? What? And I think and Venom Lad, what you were saying with regards to, like, you know, Shovel Knight, Hi-Fi Rush, Toby Fox, etc., is also accurate in that, like, I don't want to, like, compete with, like, the dialogue in the game. It's also accurate in that, just like, yeah, and if anything, if we've seen anything with, like, the state of the game industry, just, like, even within just, like, the last 5 years, it's that gaming experiences where those who are working on the game are essentially allowed to take all of the time that they need to craft an experience worth having is such a powerful thing. Like, even just this last year, fucking Silk Song. Like, here we are, sitting here wondering, what the hell is Team Cherry up to? They've been radio silent for God knows how many years. And we find out just like, yeah, no, they've been just working on the game the whole time. They were just extremely offline about it. They were able to work on the game at their own pace without, like, feeling, like, pressured or anything like that. And they delivered something that is, like, in a lot of cases, living up to expectations. I don't want to say in all cases, because, like, you know, I have definitely seen some folks who, like, played and just like, I don't know if this is worth the wait. And it's just like, I mean, sure, fine. It's just, you got the game.
However, this door denies all but the select few who may tread sacred ground.
They took a Protestant Castlevania and they turned into a Catholic Castlevania. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Why, of course.
Metroidvania, excuse me.
Today you are most welcome.
And now people don't like it because it's Catholic instead of Protestant.
Shall we rest first?
I'm okay.
That's based on a dumb meme post I saw once. Don't worry about it.
Now then, onward.
Bro, I've only been playing for like an hour. I think we're making pretty good time, actually. We're moving at a good clip. Okay, here's something that I was thinking about, because, like, so the true ending ended with, like, the gods have been, toying with Hinako and essentially setting her against herself. I was just like, wait a minute, so, like, are we dealing with actual legitimate gods?
Talk to me.
And no, of course we're not. I appreciate the game is so tuned for the bunny ears that, like, in that moment where she's laying down in Shu's arms, the bunny ear headband is, like, taken off and on the ground next to her, which is very funny to me.
You never have been one to go down without a fight.
Shu, you're alive.
Ah.
So, where's Sakuko?
Bro, Sakuko's super dead. It's nasty. Don't look under the sheet. One must treasure the bunny ears. They mustn't be tampered with.
What is happening? Not a soul left in town. Some kind of terrible dream?
There are monsters around every corner. It's one nightmare after another.
Still though, I got lucky. Even if no one else is left in this world, it's good to know you're still around.
Wait, what about Rinko?
She just said she needed to talk to me about something.
Rinko
You
was
know,
supposed to be with you. How do we know if she's all right?
Oh. Sorry. I guess I was confused. We all got split up and ran off. I haven't seen Rinko since.
But where would she even go at a time like this?
Maybe she went home. Let's go find her, partner. What's wrong? Keep up, or I'll leave you behind.
Thanks, man. Fucking Rinko getting lost in junk. Fucking Rinko. Okay, so.
All right. I need to focus.
Get this.
I need to find Rinko.
The gods aren't really the gods. The gods are society. No, but like genuinely speaking, like obviously the big thing is that Rinko is, or not Rinko, Hinako is like within the context of the constructed narrative, Hinako is being influenced by these larger than life, like divine beings. One saying you should marry, the other saying you shouldn't marry. And it's causing like all of this like internal conflict. But like ultimately the gods aren't real. Like everything else, they're just a metaphor, but they're a metaphor for like the societal pressures that she's feeling, you know? Not just culture, but counterculture. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, you've got everything about... You've got everything about, like, the pressures put on women in 1960s Japan. That's just like, you should marry a good man. You should be content letting... just living out your days as just like a housewife. He'll provide for you. You can be happy. And then like you've got this like almost like counterculture like reaction to it where it's just like, no, I don't want this. I would never want this. There is no way I should ever marry. And it's the big thing is that neither of those influences are Hinako. These are outside influences that are trying to use Hinako to express themselves. But ultimately, what Hinako wants, what she feels will be her true happiness, is to be able to come to her own decisions, to make those own decisions herself without these outside influences like really having any say on anything she does. Like maybe she will want to marry someone. Maybe she'll want to marry Kotoyuki. But if she's going to marry Kotoyuki, it's not because she doesn't want it to be because she feels that she has to, that it's the only way that she'll be happy. She wants to be able to have the choice. But at the same time, she doesn't want to say with 100% certainty that she's never going to want to marry anyone. Like, yes, we looked at this earlier as viewing marriage as death of the self, as death of individuality, of like the ego, etc., etc. But then, like, that all crumbles to pieces when we get the final sequence in the Shimizu household, where we learn that, like, yeah, her dad was a terror. Yeah, her mom seemed complacent, but there was so much more going on with them that Hinako never knew until they actually, like, came outright and said it. And her dad, despite everything that he's done, having that moment of vulnerability where it's just like, no, you don't need to forgive him, but you should at least hear him out. Because whether you forgive him or whether you'll never forgive him, what's important is that you have the choice to do so. What's important is that you are in a position to make that choice for yourself, rather than have some outside force tell you, like whether it is, like, society being like, you should honor your parents, you should obey your parents, or whether it's just, like, this deep, welling hatred deep within you that is, like, bubbling up to the surface, just like, you should never forgive your parents, you should never listen to anything they have to say. And it's just like, no, ultimately, you should strive to be as well informed as possible so that you can make a choice that you know will work for you and that will make you happy. So yes, we do live in a society. And that society is comprised of giant nine-tailed foxes and evil possessed dolls. Okay, we have to go find fucking Rinko. Oh, right.
Another dead end.
I'm not taking that. Thank you. This game is so fucking good, man. And I mean, like... Oh, God, who was it? An artist I follow, Aura, was talking about it the other day that just, like, they haven't seen, like, a lot of people, like, still discussing this game, which is, quite frankly, kind of buck wild to think about, that just, like, discussion about this game has fallen off as much as it has. Because, good lord, there's so much here. Like, I feel like I've only scratched the surface of this. Because, like, yeah, we're talking about, like, everything having to do with just, like, societal pressures on Rinko. Or not Rinko. I mean, there are societal pressures on Rinko, but on Hinako, primarily. But, like, we're not even talking about, like, the societal pressures that are on, like, Kotoyuki, from, like, his family to marry and produce an heir, and just, like, what the legacy of that family is, you know, finding, like, the room full of fucking hands and everything, you know?
Shu, where are you?
What is it, partner?
Everything that's happening to us. Do you think it could be some dream we're having? Because we just want to keep playing Space Wars together?
Well, we could pinch each each other to find out.
No. I can pinch myself. Thank you very much.
Sorry. Seems it's not a dream after all.
All right. So we have to find the doctor's house, which I believe it should be around here somewhere. Hold on, what's that? Ah, God. Fuck that thing. I think this is the doctor's house, isn't it?
Doctor!
Whoa! Girl? And there is a radio in here that we have to listen to.
Doctor, is that you?
At least I think there's a radio in here we have to listen to. Hold on, I'm gonna double check the page that I found for this. Okay. I think we're doing this right. I'm reasonably certain. It'd be nice. No. There we go. Alright.
Is this some sort of offering? Is someone there?
Okay, well that radio isn't active. Oh.
Is it dead?
I'm wondering if maybe this is potentially a situation of, oh, they didn't find this radio until they were going for the UFO ending. How many radios for Silent Hill F's UFO ending? Okay, it sounds like it's really just the one. I'm gonna open this in Chrome so that I can actually, like... Okay. Oh, man. I don't know. It's just like this... This game is such like a fun one for just like thematic analysis and everything. Oop. Went right back up. Whoopsie. Oh god, right. There's a whole, like... This place is a fucking maze. Oh. Yeah. I do think we're making like we're moving at a pretty good clip here. Excuse me. Shoo, you big dumb idiot, where are you? Oh, I didn't grab the sword. Like, it's not that I need the sword or anything. I don't know, I feel like it would have been nice to have. Oh well. What does chocolate do for me again? Sanity. Okay. Hold on. It would have been nice to have the sword because the sword can kill the big chunky guys, the gutter shies, without them respawning.
Disgusting.
Hinako! Don't go anywhere near that weird stuff. It might be poisonous. Go around to the garden on the right. This way.
Got it.
Fuck. No, out of my inventory. Boing. Steel pipe. Don't need it. Fuck.
Head into the storehouse. I'll open the window.
Damn it. Girl, get that key.
Not enough. Need to keep turning it.
Girl, get that key. Cool.
All right.
Fuck off on out of here. Oh, he's getting back up.
Hinako! The storehouse window! Hurry!
Yikes.
You okay?
Yeah. I think so.
Good. I didn't let Junko down then. She told me to look after you. No matter what happens.
She did?
Yeah, a while ago. Anyway, let's move.
Right.
Time to go.
Do we have anything to enshrine? I got the kudzu tea. I got a couple dried carcasses. Let's go ahead and pop those in there. Woo. We are moving at a really good clip.
A long time ago.
I know I keep saying that, but it's just like, we're making good time. I'm excited.
I got lost here. I was a little kid. Cried my eyes out.
It's hard to picture a tough girl like you crying.
That was a long time ago. Don't think I've cried since.
You tend to keep things bottled up inside. That's a bad habit of yours, you know?
Shoe?
In the spring, we used to catch fish and tadpoles. It felt great to be in the water. We used to get yelled at for getting covered in mud when we played in the rice fields, remember?
All this going on. The memories just keep rushing back.
I think part of the reason that the Ebisugaoka version of... Like, the reason that we're seeing all of these characters as high schoolers when evidently this is all supposed to technically be, like, happening on Hinako's wedding day when she's much older, I think has a lot to do with all of these characters kind of being stuck in the past, you know? Rinko not letting go of her jealousy, Sakuko not letting go of the misplay, like the lashing, like the self-loathing and lashing out. Shu not being able to get over his crush, that sort of thing. And that's why, like, we're seeing a lot of these characters as high schoolers. Despite the fact that evidently diegetically within the context of the narrative being told, they shouldn't be.
Makes you miss those days, huh? Hey, you know, I'm here for you. Whatever you need, you can rely on me.
Thank you, partner.
All right, let's go. This fog is so thick. I hope Rinko hasn't lost her way.
Partner?
Well, here we go again. Hey, what's up? You can even imagine how I feel. I put on my polite smile for now. Okay, it was one that had like a smile on her face, but then like the rear... Yeah, it's this one. Interesting. We don't even get to see what's on the note this time around, because we've already found all the variations of this. That's not something I was expecting. I do have to say, the function of this game where it encourages repeat playthroughs by unveiling new information with each run. Does kind of put a damper on like replaying it, where it's just like the only way that you're going to get like the full experience is if you like do a genuine replay from like just kind of like zero out everything and then just do like a genuine replay.
Another scarecrow?
Okay, I think this is the only one that's like stabbed in the back. She must speed you to the UFO. I guess I appreciate that. It's interesting to think that, like, this is going to be a run where I'm really not going to get a whole lot of new information. I think it's this one, right? Yeah. God, I am nailing this. Oh, here we go. This one I don't remember quite as well. I think it's you? Yep. Someone's following me. There we go. It is this one. Yep. Damn, okay. Fucking get it, me. I'm so smart.
Hey! Hinako!
Oh yeah, what's up?
What just happened?
Come on! Hurry! Hinako!
Is she here?
It's not even just that, like, I remembered
Find out.
what the sequence was from last time, because I have completely forgotten
Rico!
that one every time, and I've had to
Shoo!
rework it out
If you're
each time I
here,
played through it.
Say something!
Shoo! You came for me. Oh, Hinako. Glad you're safe too.
Are you hurt? Your family?
I'm not hurt, but they disappeared. Everyone's gone. Even my grandmother. And she can barely walk. I don't understand. Where did they go? What's with the monsters everywhere? What in the world is going on?
Awkward.
I know. It's not safe for us to stay here. We've got to get out of town.
Out of town? What about our parents? Everyone?
We can go get help. But we need to do something, and do it fast.
We're not abandoning them. But we can only help them if we keep ourselves alive.
But we're trapped here. There's no way out.
What do you mean there's no way out?
Go take a look out the window. You can see the bridge from here.
No way.
Bridge. Now what do we do?
Well, we can't use the bridge. But we can still take the highway.
Past the mountain. Behind your house.
You really think we can make it?
I know a shortcut. Through the wasabi fields. Rinko, we should bring some medicine and bandages with us.
There's a first aid kit in the kitchen. I'll go get it.
Hey. I'll help you look for it.
Not a bad idea, partner.
We're nearly done with this, actually.
Where's the kitchen again?
Like, the next Dark Shrine sequence is going to be a lot of, like, point A, point B, point C, needing to do one thing before doing anything else. But once we're out of that Dark Shrine... Oh. But once we're out of that Dark Shrine, then, like, it's really just the scavenger hunt to find all of the posters and then the movie review. And then we're done. We're gonna be done with... It's so wild to think we're gonna be done with Silent Hill F. Because, like, this is... How many streams of this game have I done? Including this one. Let me take a look at my YouTube here real quick. My library... My video library. This is our 18th stream of Silent Hill F. 69. Nice. Hello, Ion Agenda. But this is our 18th stream of Silent Hill F. It took us 18 streams to clear this game out in its entirety.
What happened?
With, like, all the stopping and starting that we've been doing for, like, analysis and everything. And it's just, like, it's been such a great game for that. Like, I have... It's been, like, thrilling having something that's, like...
What? You can't wait for me to catch up?
Fucking tickled my brain as nicely as this has, you know? And it's just, it's so nice that, like, survival horror has been having, like, and it's like all the classic, like, survival horror franchises have been having, like, such a good resurgence lately, you know? Like, it has, it hasn't all been, like, without its issues, you know. There's obviously the way that EA has treated Dead Space, despite the fact that the remake sold incredibly well and was very well regarded. Alone in the Dark was kind of, unfortunately, maybe a little nothing, with, like, some really esoteric, like, ending requirements. Like, if you've ever looked up, like, what the requirements for, like, alternate endings to the Alone in the Dark remake are, it's some bullshit, quite frankly. I feel kind of bad saying it, but yeah, it's kind of dumb as hell. Like, I sort of get what they're going for, where it's just like, oh, it's all about, like, really paying attention to, like, the clues that are being given to you, but at the same time, it's just like, what do you mean during a particular scene I have to push the control sticks in, like, 2 specific ways in order to activate this ending? Why would I even think to do something like that? It's strange. And I mean, I liked Alone in the Dark. Oh god, they're really that tedious. Like, there's a whole thing, like... God, what is it? In one of the rooms, you find, like, this painting where it's just like, oh, this is the symbol, the hand symbol for submission to the Dark Man. And it's like, the hands are, like, pointing in, like, very specific directions. And you're supposed to put together that those are the directions that during a specific slowdown point in a cutscene, you're supposed to push the control sticks in those directions in order to get, like, a secret ending. Or, like, there's an ending where rather than save Grace, the, like, child character who is, like, getting all ready to be sacrificed, you're supposed to, like, actually push, like, go through with sacrificing the child in order to get a different ending. It's this whole thing. Fucked up. That's some PS1 era levels of guide, dang it. 100%. And I mean, like, maybe that's kind of intended, considering, like, the I guess the pedigree that we're working with. Like, if you're looking to, like, replicate, like, the earliest example, one of the earliest examples of, like, this particular genre, like, you may just want to, like, replicate, like, some of the fucking bullshit you'd have to do in order to, like, get one of those endings. But, like, even beyond that, you know, I feel like just since Resident Evil 7's come out, just, like, things have been going, like, really well, you know? The Resident Evil 2 remake, the Resident Evil 3 remake, honestly, to an extent. Like, I like that game. I understand that there's a lot of people that aren't huge fans of it, but I enjoy it. Resident Evil Village, the RE4 remake is really fucking good. We've got Resident Evil 9 coming out. They finally released Fatal Frame 4 in the US. We've got Fatal Frame 2 remake on the fucking horizon basically immediately after RE9. And that's not even getting into, like, the indie scene. Like, I still need to get back to Sorry We're Closed. You know? And, like, there's the Tormented Souls games. And then there's, oh god, there's one that I backed a while back, and I can't remember what it was called. Late Homework was really good. Dude, I still need to do the next chapters of Deltarune. There's just a lot of good stuff, and it's so nice to see. You know?
Wasn't that closed before?
Like, we had like a drought of really good, like, big name survival horror games, especially from, like, the larger franchises. Like, I want to say the last one that we had gotten for a while might have been, like, Dead Space 3. right? Like Resident Evil was like dead in the water after RE6, you know? Silent Hill was supposed to have one of its biggest years ever with 2002 with like the HD collection and Book of Memories and Downpour and Silent Hill Revelations, and then all of those like fell incredibly flat. Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater barely had a US release. And Alone in the Dark, like, God, Alone in the Dark was still reeling from fucking, like, the 2008 game. You know? There really weren't any, like, big survival horror franchises for, like, a good chunk of time. And I mean, like, in that time, we did get, like, okay, like, we got horror games, but, like, I don't know, the kinds of horror games that, like, came out, like, in that interim, I would say, like, between, like, Dead Space 3 and Resident Evil 7. They were a lot more akin to, like, your Amnesias. And then there was also Five Nights at Freddy's. So, I mean, you know. We're not exactly, like, talking about, like, you are a horror game, but not horror game Zangief pose. Oh. Then you go over that way. Like, it genuinely got to the point that, I don't know, just people were desperate just for, like, any sort of acknowledgement for some of these franchises. Like, one of the most, I think, memorable moments in the lead up to, like, Resident Evil's resurgence, for example, I would say was, like, alright, good night, Lila. Maximilian Dude. Watching the reveal trailer for Resident Evil 7, and he's just like looking at it and just like, oh, it's a horror game from Capcom. It's just like, Capcom, if you're gonna make a horror game, just name it Resident Evil. And then it does just that. It's just like, I love shit like that. I always love watching, like, reaction compilations to big announcements, honestly. Oh! Get it. 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 Girl, let's get that fucking Naginta! Once more. For old time's sake. Naginta. Naginta. That's what I'm into.
Stay back!
Let's go!
This must be special. Sorry. I'll hold on to it for a bit.
I would say the only real downside to, like, the current resurgence of horror, of, like, survival horror, like, especially, like, specifically the resurgence of, like, the big survival horror franchises, is that we are seeing a lot of just remakes. You know? Like, and I don't want to imply that that's necessarily like a bad thing. I think there are remakes that are like genuine improvements on their original like release, you know? Or at the very least they have some genuine improvements. I genuinely I honestly I think I like the newer version of Dead Space compared to 2008. Like 2023 Dead Space versus 2008 Dead Space, I would absolutely 100% take 2023 Dead Space. I think it does so much more, that sets up so much more, and the fact that Isaac can talk. I like a lot of the way that like the changes to the story in Resident Evil 4 remake are handled, especially like making Luis a lot more prominent as a character. Even if it does kind of like lose some of the original Resident Evil 4's charm by trying to take itself slightly more seriously. Silent Hill 2 remake, I feel like does a lot for like the perception of James as a character, kind of like, because like for the longest time, like one of the big like jokes that a lot of people would make about Silent Hill 2 is that James is kind of a terrible person. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, knowing what he's done, I get that. At the same time, though, I feel like there is... What's the word I'm looking for? I think there is room to sympathize with James within the context of Silent Hill 2, with regards to just like, because James in the position that James is in, it can be tough, you know, like especially with what we know about like how like the way that Mary had been like deteriorating over time. Like, it can be tough for a person to go through that. That's not to say that it's, like, on the same level as, like, what Mary herself was going through, but just, like...
Finally.
It can be tough, honestly. Like, that's really... It's just kind of long and short of it.
It's no use. It won't open.
Hinako! Over here!
Sakako?
So, like, like, I would argue that there is, like, a worth to these remakes. I think in a lot of cases they do kind of, like, deserve their place at the table. But it is... I feel like there's a point that we're getting to where I feel like remaking a game seems to be something that people are asking for or saying, like, needs to be done, and that's not always the case. Like, I think I talked about this on Blue Sky for a bit ago, where it's just like... I'm getting to the point where, like, I'm seeing people asking for remakes for games that genuinely do not need to be remade. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They should do a remake of Fear. You don't need to remake Fear. Okay?
In a place like this?
At most, you maybe need to update Fear slightly so that you can bash doors open with a melee attack. Because that's, like, the one thing from, like, the expansions and from Fear 2 that I genuinely wish I could do in the original game. What about Legend of Dragoon? I've never played Legend of Dragoon. Like,
the long and short of it is that I don't necessarily feel like everything needs to be remade. I think everything deserves to be accessible in its original intended form. That is my ultimate feeling. Like, you can have a remake of Dead Space, but at the very least, you gotta make sure that people can play the original if they want to. You can have a remake of Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, but the originals should be available, so that people can experience them the way that these games were initially meant to be experienced.
Sakuko! Is that you?
Like, that's part of what makes, like, the Silent Hill 2 remake...
Where are you?
In particular, kind of frustrating. Is that, like, yeah, the Silent Hill 2 remake is good, I enjoy it, I highly recommend it to everyone, regardless of whether or not you've played the original Silent Hill 2. Because I don't think the original Silent Hill 2 is necessarily required reading for it. I think you would benefit from having played the original Silent Hill 2 before playing the remake, but it's not strictly required. But at the end of the day, you can't really play the original Silent Hill 2.
Go away.
I mean, you can. They've got the enhanced edition of the Silent Hill 2 PC, that fan mod. That requires a little bit of sailing on the high seas, if you know what I mean.
Hinako! Come on, hurry!
But, like, if you're not looking to sail on the high seas, like, if for whatever reason, like, let's say that you've got, like, a number of game consoles, but you don't have a very good PC, right? So, like, piracy is not necessarily in the cards for you. Or, like, even, like, if you're not very good at, like, futzing with technology, just kind of, like, in general, whether it's jailbreaking consoles, whether it's pirating games on PC, it's possible that, like, finding some kind of official release is going to be your best bet. And if you want to play, say, Silent Hill 2 or 3, then, like, honestly, your best bet is going to be the HD collection, which is not the ideal way to play those games. And if you're going to be playing the HD collection, my god, you better make sure that you're doing it on, like, an Xbox system, because, like, you got to have, like, a PS3, and who knows how much that game is going for on the secondhand market. I don't know if it's, like, streamable through, like, PS Plus on, like, later consoles. You can buy it on the Xbox Live Marketplace if you've got an Xbox Series X or an Xbox One. But if all you have is a 360 and you want it on the Marketplace, I mean, among other things, you can't really do that. But, like, if you've got a 360 copy of it, then, I mean, you're going to be playing, like, the worst possible version of it. Or if you're playing it on the Series X, I hope you like noise filters, because if you turn the noise filter off, the fog flickers. It's super weird. If you want to play Silent Hill 1, you're shit out of luck. I hope you have a PS1, or something that can play PS1 games. Best of luck to you. If you want to play Silent Hill 4, I mean, hell, if you want to play Silent Hill 4, you can get the PC version off Good Old Games. Like, it works now. They fixed it. You want to play Silent Hill Origin? Good fucking luck! Silent Hill Homecoming, you can get that on Steam, but it's the most broken version of the game. You can still get it on Xbox. It's still up for download. You want to play Shattered Memories? Hope you got a Wii U, or a PS2. If you want to play Downpour, I hope you have a physical copy, because that game's not available digitally anymore. Like, that's what I'm talking about with regards to just, like, it's not that I dislike the idea of remakes, or I don't want people to, like, I mean, I don't want people to constantly ask for remakes. I would prefer that people just want these games, like, available in a form that is easy for them to get and to play. I was talking about Fear. I don't think Fear needs a remake. I don't think you should remake Fear. I especially don't think you should remake Fear when, like, I think the owner of it right now is on the verge of being fucking Netflix. And also it feels kind of, like, gross to do that to a studio that's already closed down, which is kind of how I feel about, like, I also feel a similar way about, like, the Dead Space remake with what EA did to Visceral. But, like, at the same time, Fear is not an easy game to get a hold of. Like, you've got it on PS Plus, so if you've got, like, a good internet connection and you're paying for the what's the word I'm looking for? The subscription to PS Plus on PS4 or PS5, like, you can stream it. But it's not available, like, digitally on, like, the Xbox or anything. It is on Steam, though, and Good Old Games. So, I mean, like, that's an option. What does the Kutsu Tea do? Okay. Yeah, I'll try that.
It's this way! Hurry! Hurry!
I want a re-release of Jersey Devil, like some of the PS Classics things.
Are you there?
You would want a re-release of Jersey Devil.
Sakako?
Jersey native that you are. It just sucks because it's this frustrating combination of A, game developers not being willing, or in some cases, game developers not being able. Like, you've got developers who, like, either in recent days or in, like, the distant past, just got rid of, like, source code. Like, the entire reason that the HD collection for Silent Hill 2 and 3 ended up as it did was because, like, Konami didn't keep the gold source code for either of those games. So the developers of the HD collection needed to work off of old beta code and just kind of build it back up from there. Ow, fuck.
I have to get out of here.
Excuse me.
Hurry, Hinako! This is incredible! Hinako! You left me alone! You traitor!
Am I almost there? This is very loud.
I don't want to be by myself! It's lonely!
Oh god, I'm like right here. Come on. should probably futz with some of the equipment real quick. Put the divine water where the kudzu tea was. Save my funny little game. I don't know. Because, like, that's people just, like, not having shit anymore. Or, like, God, fucking Bungie being like, oh, it's absolutely absurd that this person thinks that we stole their that we plagiarized their content. Look at these lore videos explaining, like, the previous expansions of our game and how long we've been working on this. Just like, you can't use a lore video as, like, your own evidence. Like, do you have, you know, first party evidence? Just like, no, we deleted everything that we sunset. And it's just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you don't even have, like, the data, like, stored somewhere that it could easily just be, like, reactivate it? You just straight up deleting it? Are you guys idiots? Like, it's a game preservation nightmare. And then the other half of it is game developers that are just straight up unwilling. Like, oh my god. I've talked about this before. We know for a fact that Nintendo has source code for basically everything that's ever been released on their systems sitting in a fucking digital vault. Like, it's just there, ready to go. And yet, we're drip-fed fucking, like, virtual console shit every, like, 3 months. We get, like, 4 new games. It's just like, you guys have everything on deck, ready to go. You could just put it out there. It would increase the value of your system exponentially overnight. It would increase how much your fucking Nintendo Online subscription is worth. It would make it like a fucking bargain instantly. Why are you just sitting on this? It's so dumb. Like, it's okay. You can just put it out there. But no, they would rather just, like, sit on it for God knows how fucking long. Hey, girl, hey. There you are.
Sakugo, please! Please stop this!
Please don't leave me. I'll forgive you. Come back.
There you are.
What are you doing?
Ha! Dodged it, idiot. Ow. Ow.
Why do you resist? Hinako, let's go back together.
Cut it out! Kill me, Sakako!
You traitor!
There you are. Girl, please.
Fear not. This is nothing to fret over. Keep my defenders alive. Yield to me. Be gone!
Class action settlements are so funny. I just got a class action settlement payment from a GameStop lawsuit, and it was $4.32.
This place.
What is that?
An impurity that haunts you no more. Rest assured, you are safe now.
Going into GameStop to sell my used class action settlement, and they only gave me $4.
To live in this world is to walk amidst impurities, but we can ward them off.
I get a lot of emails about that sort of stuff because I use a lot of services. I think that might be the lowest cut I've gotten from one of these, like, ever. Which is kind of funny.
Sacred ground lies before us. Before we enter, we must be cleansed.
I had an email about that in regards to
shall
limited
do
run
so
games,
here.
and after I read how much I get, and was like, nah, too lazy. It's really not that much, like, work to go ahead and, like, put those in, honestly. And hey, if they owe me money, I'll take it. I think I got the limited run games, too. Limited run games is so frustrating. They have a lot of business practices that I don't really like. I think it's really funny. So the CEO of Limited Run Games announced that he was going to be stepping down in March. And then the article later revealed that he actually already exited the position in September. So it's just like, oh, so he delayed telling anybody about it for no apparent reason. How very like them. But at the same time, it's like one of those things where it's just like, there's not a lot of companies out there that are doing this. Like, it's pretty much just Limited Run Games, I Am 8-Bit, and Fangamer, you know? Or at the very least, like, I Am 8-Bit and Fangamer aren't, like, making it so it's just like, oh, if you miss out on this pre-order, good luck getting this ever, idiot. Just like, cool, thanks, man.
Calm yourself. It is but water.
Like, the sheer, like, ironic dichotomy between, like, their motto being forever physical and then their name being Limited Run Games is so fucking funny to me. But at the same time, like, they just recently announced, like, hey, we're gonna start, like, printing Nintendo Switch 2 games, and they're all going to be on cart. we are not going to be doing any game key cards. And it's just like, you know what? That is actually something I can genuinely respect. Like, I do appreciate that. Venom Lad, I know what you're talking about. Just 2 seconds while this cutscene's playing, because it's very loud. Yeah, the specific thing that you're referring to had to do with the limited run games release of Shantae Advance, the one that never, the game that never was.
You klutz. You fell down the stairs.
Because they, for the release of Shantae Advance, they made quote unquote new quote unquote Game Boy Advance carts for the game that were intended to be able to be plugged into like an actual Game Boy Advance to be played. Dude, it was trippy going to their store and they just happened to have a whole room for just games from their backlog, and I think you had to spend a certain amount to have like a 60-second access to pick out what you want to buy. It was part of the anniversary event I went to. I remember you mentioning that, which is buck wild to me. Like, they've just got those on hand and you have to pay to access. It's so weird. It's such a weird, I barely know how to react to that. But yeah, that's not the first time either that like limited run games has like put out like, oh, this is meant to be played on like an older version of the console. Or an older console, because I feel like there was a game they put out that was like, oh, you can play this on a real 3DO, and it was just like a CDR. Like it was just like a cheap CDR that they printed the game onto. I think it was like you have to buy $250. That is fucked up. It's so weird to me. Like again, it's this whole thing where it's just like, I don't know if there would be any way for like some of these games to actually get like a proper physical release if they weren't going through limited run. But it's like it's this thing where they're almost putting on like this pageantry, this like facade of like what's the word I'm looking for, game preservation, and then just like every single business practice beyond the facade is like antithetical to that. Like blah. One, you're like the whole thing with like the LRG vault fucks me up, because it's just like, wait, so what you're saying is that you've had more stock for these games on hand this entire time and you've just been holding on to it. And then it's just like, oh, the vault's being closed up again. And it's just like, okay, so some of this stuff hasn't sold out. So what you're saying is that you're going to take away the ability to buy these things that you haven't sold again. I want to say it was one of each of the backlog games. That's so fucking buck wild to me.
Your arm, what happened?
Oh, must have cut my sleeve somewhere.
You don't look bruised or anything. Does it hurt at all?
No, I'm fine.
That's good to hear.
It's like, I'm not like, I'm part of me is complaining about this because I have like experienced like a lot of like this weirdness kind of like firsthand from them where I own a few limited run releases at this point.
Let's go. There's no time to waste.
All right. Come on.
Well, you're going to protect me, right? I'm not tough like Hinako, you know?
Yeah, don't worry. Stay close to me.
Like Zilla, thank you Zilla, first and foremost, was nice enough to pick up a copy of Gex Trilogy and send it to me.
Then highway.
So like I've got that. I've got the limited run games releases of...
I'll stay behind you, Shu.
What do I have?
Safest in the middle.
Freedom Planet 2. The Nintendo Switch releases of No More Heroes 1 and 2. Just stuff that it's just like, I want to have physical copies of this. Ideally, I wouldn't want to just leave these to, like, the whims of, like, future digital distribution, you know? So I'm thinking, wow, what if I really wanted a Ratchet and Clank, which I did for the PS2 memory card USB is so bad, and it was sold out before I could get there. Scalpers overnighted to be towards the front of the line. Took me hours to get in, but I had fun with my friend. Yeah. It's definitely the sort of, like, again, it is definitely the sort of thing where it's just like, this is almost encouraging scalping. At least anything beyond, I would say, like, the original, like, print-on-demand run. Because, like, it is initially just, like, they'll take pre-orders and then print more or less just as many as, like, the pre-orders that they got. Though I do know of exactly one scenario where they didn't get enough pre-orders for a particular game. And ultimately just did not actually provide, like, a physical copy of it. Like, I think they provided, like, a code or something like that. But then, like, there's also, like, this element of, you know, sometimes, like, you'll see, like, a limited run release, and you'll see people asking, like, who wanted this? And it's just like, well, I mean, game preservation should be extended, not just to the best of the medium, because the worst of the medium still has plenty of important things to teach us. So yes, I do think a Bubsy collection is a good idea. I do think a Gex trilogy is a good idea. They should release Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. To be honest, I want to go back there when I get some extra dollars to see if Tomba is there or more Dreamcast merch. For sure. I do think that, like, there is a certain degree of, like, importance that should be given to bad media. Like, there is an importance to bad media. Dan Olson has a really good video about this in the context of An American Tail for the PS2. And just, like, the importance of bad art. Okay, so we are now in Ebisugaoka 3, which means this is where the rest of our $4.32 from that settlement. That's so funny. I'm sorry. This is where the rest of our motherfucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Scavenger hunt is going to be. Okay. From Rinko's house, go south and fight your way into the rice fields. Your goal is the small abandoned house on the southeast corner of the map, below, next to Hinako's position. Hold on, I lost it. Okay. I want to say they were the ones who did the collector's edition of Sonic X Shadow Generations and the statue, which is why most people bought it. Yeah, absolutely. That was, I'm reasonably certain that was them, yeah. One second. All right, so I am going to be right back. And once I'm back, we will get this scavenger hunt underway proper. Just for explanation, our next steps are that we need to find 3 movie posters in numerical order, and then find a movie review, which I believe is over by Chizoruya. But as we are in the 3rd run through Ebisugaoka, we should be able to find all of that with no problem. We might also make a pit stop to grab the sword so that I can take out that gutter shy outside of Chizoruya without him getting back up. So I'm going to be right back, and we'll clear this out. See you in a bit. All right, we're back. Now, we have to get down hereabouts. Whew. Sorry, I just had to scarf down a granola bar.
Shut up. Shut up. This isn't a joyous or happy occasion. Just shut up. Let me think. Leave me alone.
Girl, okay. Granola. Hold on, is this area cleared through, or is this blocked off? This is blocked off, okay.
Hinako! Over here! You okay, partner? No monsters on your tail, are there?
No, I'm good.
I gotta deal with
How
Rinko
much
being
longer
weird.
are you gonna keep up this partner routine? You talk to her like she's a schoolboy.
I call her partner because she's my partner. I've never treated her like a girl.
Now that you mention it, yeah, you haven't.
Enough small talk. Let's go.
Alright, so... we just gotta get down to where we can enter the rice fields again. Hitch. Oh, hold on. Quick pit stop. Okay, so that's going to block off our progression there.
Partner. Is
Okay,
it
it looks
just
like
me,
that
or
path
are
on the
there more
left
of
is
those
good.
weird monsters?
Well, all sorts of weird aliens kept popping up when we played Space Wars, right?
Hinako, has anyone ever told you that when you talk to Shu, you sound kind of manly?
Yeah, you did just
I've
now.
just got into the habit of talking like this, I guess.
I mean, we've been hanging out with each other since we were little kids.
So that's why you two didn't get into a relationship, huh?
We don't need to talk about that right now. Let's go.
Okay. So we should be able to pass through here. I think this is the one that... Or, no, it's further up. Okay, hold on. This place is a fucking maze. Nothing. Damn. It's empty. Okay, then this way. This is the house we have to get to. Push this aside. The Great Space Invasion 1. Now in brilliant color. The Great Space Invasion. Experience terror like never before with the invasion of the body-snatching aliens. Huh. The Great Space Invasion. She watched this movie when he was young and came up with the Space Wars game we used to play. I watched it back then too because my dad dragged me to see it. I don't have any memories at that time, but according to my dad, it scared me so much that I couldn't stop crying for days. Since this was the inspiration of Space Wars, I was thinking that it'd be an exciting story. Apparently, that only applies to the last scene, with the rest of it just being a sci-fi horror movie. Shu didn't like that when he was younger, so it was his dream to fight back with his very own space army. That's one of the things I like about Shu. He doesn't let reality hold him back. Yeah? I don't know if I would say that that's a, quality. Okay. So that's the Great Space Invasion 1. Okay. Head west into the village proper and continue with the game as usual. As per a normal run, you should be able to reach the canals again at this point via the southern path by the rice fields. Okay. So we gotta get out of the rice fields now. We spent all that time getting into it. Now we gotta leave. But the fact that we got that UFO cutscene is good. That means that everything thus far is on track. Which is good, because if it wasn't, then we'd have done all this for nothing. And, ooh. Don't want that. Let's go ahead and save. I get the feeling the UFO ending will have something to do with the Bamboo Moon Princess. Maybe. Who can say? Hold on. It's something about getting to the canals again via the south path from the rice fields. So, like, this way? No, this way's blocked. Okay. Ooh, yikes. Time to go. Alright. It did say just continue the game as normal, and then we'll just need to keep an eye out for when we get to the canals again. This does seem to be taking an interesting track, especially with, like... I just knocked a stack of shit over. Hold on. This does seem to be taking an interesting tack with regards to just, like, the information that it's giving us about the characters. Where, like, now we're almost getting this idea that, like, shoot... Oh, hello? It is in the bathroom downstairs. Anyways.
This way.
It seems to be establishing Shu almost as, like... So that is the one that we don't want, if I recall correctly, because I think that's the third one. Yeah, that is the third poster. But it's kind of painting Shu as this guy who is, like, unwilling to accept reality as it is. Like, he didn't like the way this movie ended, so he decided to make his own space army. Because he can't accept the fact that this movie ends in a way that he found unsatisfying.
Let's head for the middle school. We can take the mountain path from there. It's gonna take us a while.
It's because we had a confrontation in front of Chizuruya, so now our memories of Chizuruya are ruined. It's a metaphor. A metaphor what? Fuck. I don't want to deal with you, honestly. Alright. Okay, so now we're heading towards the south path from the rice fields. And this is where we're going to get back to the canals. And then once we get the one in the canals, then we just got to backtrack all the way to that third one we found. So where is the one in the canals? Let me see. Yeah, it looks like it's relatively early on. Just kind of have to go, like, straight forward, more or less.
Go away.
Yep, 1, 2. Then just over this bridge here. Should be on our right. Here you are. The Great Space Invasion 2. Inconceivable! There's a secret invasion of body-snatching aliens? They may already be among your loved ones. I hope these are, like, good screenshots I'm taking. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so now we need to backtrack all the way back towards one of these areas. I think, like, right there. So let's go. We check out that third poster. Then we just need to find the... We got to clear out the monsters in front of Chizuruya so that we can read the film review. Oh, hold on. Anything new about Space Wars? Nothing new about Space Wars. Maybe it's because I've technically found one of these posters already. Hold on. Aliens. Alien! Alien! You know, like Auntie M, but like it's an alien. This has been my deep dive into my theory behind the events of Wizard of Oz. It was aliens the whole time. Oh, there you are. The Great Space Invasion 3. The mothership has dispatched countless miniature UFOs. These tiny round discs attach themselves to innocent folks' heads and brainwash them to take over their body. Have you noticed any strange objects on the back of your loved ones' heads? Alright. Let's go ahead and clear out Chizuruya. Ah, fuck. What if the alien ending was a chopper shot remake of Science? What if? Wouldn't that be wild? Oh, I can hear him. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Quick, take this. Bandage up, bandage up, bandage up. I didn't realize I was losing so much health, I'm gonna be honest. Oh god. Again. Whew. Oh, there you are. Movie review of The Great Space Invasion. Although this work features UFOs and humans who are being controlled by aliens, the aliens themselves never make an appearance on screen. Instead, this film illuminates the corrosive power of suspicion. Sometimes trying to distinguish one's fellow man as friend or foe can be the real horror. In one particularly chilling scene, local residents of the town where the UFO was sighted are mistakenly targeted as body-snatching aliens. The accusing humans scream and jeer as they send their own kind to a detention center. What's worse, anyone who dares speak against the group is seen as one of them and is locked up as well. One can only ask oneself, is coerced solidarity among humans really solidarity at all? At the end of the movie, the number of people killed during the alien invasion is shown. Interestingly, far more humans were killed by their fellow man than attacks from UFOs. Perhaps the aliens left Earth at the end not because they lost, but because they believed that humankind was not worth taking over. The Great Space Invasion is a movie that provides somewhat interesting social commentary to its audience, but anyone looking forward to a fun action romp will be sorely disappointed. Rating, 6.5 out of 10.
Town.
Because of them. There's no doubt about it.
Them?
Yeah, the aliens. They've been eyeing Earth for a long time, waiting for the chance to snatch up humans and replace them with aliens.
I love this.
Rinko, Hinako, me. Any one of us could be an alien merely pretending to be the real person.
I'm not an alien! Is there any way to prove our identities? There is. What? Didn't you die? That thing killed you! This is Roboco, an anti-extraterrestrial search and destroy robot I designed and built.
What?
This robot can detect aliens masquerading as humans and automatically eliminate them. The battery's dead.
Wait, so the Sakuko that thing killed was actually an alien?
That thing was chasing me all over the place. I guess you had a hint of alien on you, Hinako. You might be an alien, or maybe someone close to you is an alien. These things copy everything down to your memories, but they're not perfect. Hinako, try saying something only the real you would know. Oh, Rinko once took some of Shu's hair and hid it inside her pillow. Ah! Let a girl try out a love spell and dream. Your turn, Rinko. One time, Hinako forgot her underwear in the locker room at camp and didn't claim it! Rinko! You're gonna burn in hell for that!
Can't blame you for not claiming it. Gotta be embarrassing saying it's yours when the teacher asks whose it is.
Privacy wasn't really a thing back in the day. Well, one time, Rinko skipped gym class and took Shu's clothes and... Well, the day after she fought with Shu, Hinako took his recorder and...
I think I'm more scared of girls than aliens at this point.
Okay, you're good. You guys passed the test. Next up, it's us, I guess. So one time, Shu ripped a page out of an adult magazine and hid it behind his bookshelf. And he also cut out a photo of a classmate's head and taped it to a swimsuit model poster.
Okay. We got it. Now it's my turn. Oh! Sakuko first started wearing a bra in the 6th grade, while Hinako and Rinko started after summer break in 5th grade. How's that?
Well, we didn't find an alien. But we did find an enemy to all women.
What?
Hinako, we're heading home.
What about the aliens? Everything all right?
Oh, the neighborhood watch got together and took care of them.
Bye-bye! See you tomorrow!
For dinner tonight, I'll make your favorite Hamburg steak.
Mother, I told you that's Junko's favorite.
Mira! That's delightful. That was incredible. Love that dog. Ooh. Hold on, this fucks actually. T-H-I-L-L. This is amazing. So that's Silent Hill F. Oh my god, we're done. The artist reminding the OG Devilman manga, so maybe an homage. I mean, it's definitely feels like it's meant to evoke, like, the comic style of the time. Because when was Devilman done? (1972). So this is like, what? That's like 10 years after when this game would have taken place? Silent Hill. Silent Hill. This is so goofy, I love it. Ah, video games. Oh, man. Good game. It's wild to think that we're done. Like, I have been playing this game since October, and we've finally finished everything that it has to offer. I mean, not everything. I haven't, like, 100%ed it or anything like that, but we've been front to back on this game at this point, like, 4 or 5 times, essentially. Ah, and what an experience. So I guess all that's really left to do is just kinda do the outro. I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. If you enjoyed the stream, you can subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Blue Sky and Tumblr at AcidXShark. That's AcidXShark, where I post all the streams as they happen. Or you can follow me on YouTube at AcidXShark, where I post all the streams after they happen. Art for the stream was done by my friends Audrey and B of Team Catpool. You can find on Blue Sky, Tumblr, Twitch, YouTube, and VGen at Team Catpool. That's TEAMCATPLE. They do great work. They're working on getting back up and running in terms of streaming, so I'm really excited for that. Is this where the guitar comes in? Oh yeah, no, don't email them. Don't do that. I swear to God. VTuber was done by Teva. Oh wait. I believe the guitar is coming in. Hold on. It's a little loud right now, so I'll finish the outro once the music's over. We're also on an ad break right now. That was a fun ending, though. Okay. The music's calmed down a little bit, and the ad break is over. Upcoming streams. Tomorrow, we've got Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to be doing the Heaven's Turn event, as well as starting in on the Yorha Dark Apocalypse raids, the Nier crossover, which I'm very excited about, because those are my favorite raids in the entire game, and definitely one of my favorite like side quest chains. The Great Space Invasion. Rise up! The Space Army is coming. And then next week, Tuesday, Ghostbusters. Thursday, we're getting back into Deltarune, so we'll be probably, if not finishing up Chapter 2, then at the very least, probably finishing up the Dark World stuff. We're going to be fighting Spamton for sure. I'm reasonably certain we will be fighting Spamton. What else? And then next Friday, we will be starting Chronos the New Dawn, New Game Plus. And running through that. I think I mentioned this earlier in the stream. The plan for that is that I'm going to start the stream having finished the boss fight again, hopefully, if I can manage it. And then seeing what the alternate option looks like for that. Since we only did the one where we don't shoot the Pathfinder, I want to see what happens if we do. And then we'll be starting up New Game Plus and playing through it to both bolster our what's the word I'm looking for? Arsenal. But then also see what the additional ending option provided to us with New Game Plus is. And if it lets us use the new, easier difficulty, then by golly gee whiz, I'm going to do that, because good lord. I'm here. Listen, I played through the game on the standard difficulty. I'm ready to be here for a good time, as opposed to a long time. But yeah. So I hope you'll tune in for all that. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm so tired. I'm very eepy. But I want to thank you for joining me for this playthrough of Silent Hill F. God. If Silent Hill 2 Remake wasn't already such like a really good... Like, if Silent Hill 2 Remake was... Silent Hill showing it still had the sauce, this is like once in a lifetime sort of game. Like this was phenomenal. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Oh, let me see. Do we know anybody streaming right now that we can raid? I've been running so late recently that, like, by the time I'm done, like, anybody I would want to raid is, like, usually done streaming for the night. Looks like Bob might still be going. Let me see if Bob is still going. I gotta get through the Taco Bell and Olive Garden ads first. Olive Garden delivers now, guys. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid Bob. I will see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same Shark time, same Shark channel. Take care, everybody.